is back to square one in the case of a 2023 arson that killed Chicago firefighter Jermaine Pelt. The trial was supposed to start for two men today, but those charges against him were quietly dropped last week. Our Sabrina Franza live on this story for us. And Sabrina, you spoke with the public defender who is representing one of those two men. What did they have to say?
Marie, we did. They called this a weak case, one the state's attorney's office could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office still calls this case active and ongoing. One of the two people meant to face trial today was charged with murder.
It's unfortunate for the family of Jermaine Pelt, right, that they still do not have somebody to hold accountable for this. Unfortunately, it's also unfortunate for Mr. Virgil and his family, who were forced to live without Mr. Virgil's income for over 2 years. He is married. He has a stepson. He was working at the time he was arrested. And despite not having a perfect record, he did not do this crime.
Anthony Moore and Nicholas Virgil were facing multiple charges in connection with the fire that killed Chicago firefighter Jermaine Pelt. Pelt died on April 4th of 2023. He was operating a hose line on South Wallace Street when all firefighters were told to get out of the building. Fire officials at the time said Pelt went down as that order was given, and he was later found near the hose line. In 2024, three men were charged in the case: Martez Chrysler and Nicholas Virgil. Both faced 3 counts of murder and 3 counts of aggravated arson. A third man, Anthony Moore, was charged with 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of forgery, and 1 count of insurance fraud. Chrysler's charges were thrown out that year. Today, on the day both Virgil and Moore were set to go to trial, we learned their charges were dropped as well.
For a state's attorney to dismiss a case a few days before a jury trial is supposed to start, I'm not saying it's something typical, but it's certainly not unusual.
We asked.
But it's definitely common in Chicago. You already know what it is. Is this surprising? This ain't surprising at all. But I'll say this. People get away with stupid stuff like this all the time. But this is the state. They know who did it. They arrested the person, but they just dropped the charges. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I would say this too. These probably homeless dudes. They probably in somebody's house smoking on some crack. You know what I'm saying? Crack pipe bust, and it's arson. It's arson because they started it. Could be accidental, could not be accidental. Now the thing is, it's like, well, if you're a firefighter and you go in that house and you die because of your job, is it my fault you died? Or is it my fault that the fire started? And then you went in there because you're a firefighter. But it isn't my direct fault why you died. So I don't know, do you charge somebody with 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree? I am the reason why the fire started, but I'm not the reason why you died. Like, because there's other firefighters that possibly went in there and didn't die. You know what I mean? So that's me playing devil's advocate right there. It's like, well, do you charge these people for you dying? You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you died because it's like I get in a car accident and the person's car set on fire and you try to get the person out the car. You got them out, but you stayed back trying to get some personal stuff out the car for her, and you die. Like, is that my fault now? Is that your fault? Type shit. I don't know. But then again, in Chicago, they weren't gonna get in trouble regardless. You know, y'all know how it go. You're gonna prosecute somebody that could possibly be an accident. It could possibly be some crackheads. Like, they probably need some mental health screening for real, because there's a lot of people in Chicago that need mental health help. Like, most people in Cook County jails are like, they really should be in a psych ward for real. That's how crazy they are. And like I said, like, if somebody starts a fire and the firefighter goes in the house to say put the fire out and he dies, but maybe he was doing too much, maybe he wasn't prepared, maybe he was drunk, maybe some outside source that made him such die, let's say, give or take, do you blame the person that originally started the fire? That's actually a good topic. I like that right there. Like, I want to know, like, what y'all think about that, because in my eyes, I be feeling like, damn, it depends. Because it's not like I started the fire, trapped you in there on purpose to kill you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of went in there because you're a firefighter, but you didn't. Y'all should have just played it safe and just sprayed it from outside. But I think they mentioned that it was a gas leak. So a gas leak mixed with whatever they was doing. Like, do I get charged for your murder if it was accidental on my behalf? You know what I mean? You really can't charge somebody for an accident like that. Definitely like a house fire. Definitely when nobody died originally until you got there. So I don't know. That is kind of sticky. That's interesting. Makes me want to think about, what really happened. Why were the charges dropped by the state? Because they already knew. They're like, oh yeah, let's not charge them. They already know they finna either get off or it's just a weak ass case, and we're not about to waste resources. That's how it is in Cook County. Cook County is usually like, we don't have time to waste, so it's like the shit is so weak, just throw it out. You know what I'm saying? We got some other stuff that's more serious. Unfortunately, a firefighter died, but he died in the line of duty, like a lot of other firefighters that do, if they die in line of duty. But we can't blame the person that started the fire, because fires start for any reason type shit. You know what I mean? Because then in that case, that gives them precedent to be damn near like charging everybody that got into, like, did an accidental fire. A baby can start a fire accidentally. Somebody left the air heater on and the heater hit the carpet light on fire. If the firemen go in there and almost die, do we charge the person that did an accident to make the fire happen? You know what I'm saying? So that's, and in their defense, I think that possibly might have been an outcome of why they weren't charged. You know what I mean? Possibly. Because we really don't know, other than, it is Cook County. A lot of people don't get charged regardless, but I'm assuming, based on what's going on, they said it was a gas leak mixed with whatever. But you can't blame those people. Even if they did accidentally start it. Say if, I've done dumb shit too before. You know what I mean? But do I get charged at a fire? Like, say, for instance, I used to live in a crib one time, and it's the first time ever having a fireplace. I never knew that you got to open the valve in that motherfucker, let the air out, let the smoke out. I lit the fire, and then the whole crib lighting up on fire. You know what I'm saying? I was young. But say, for hypothetically speaking, the house set on fire, right? The firefighter came in there to clear it out, and he died doing it. Do I get charged for murder now? You know what I'm saying? It was an accident on my behalf. I didn't even mean to do it. I just lacked the knowledge of setting it correctly. But he came in there to put it out, but he died putting it out. Yeah, so y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. It could be a sticky situation. I have no clue, but this your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments now. Peace. It's your boy Savage. Make sure you subscribe.